Hello. We're here to honor my uncle, Roland E. Self. He was with us for over 87 years. He was always happy, and I had a great joy for life. Uncle Roland was preceded in death by his wife of 40 plus years, Christine. He also has two living children, Roland and Diane. When he passed away this last Monday, unfortunately, he was home alone working in the yard, which brought him a great deal of joy. Also, he had worked for Southern Bell Telephone Company for over 35 years prior to retiring, and then he was able to enjoy his retirement for over 32 years. Even to this day, he would still talk about the times at the phone company, even after being retired for so many years. Now, visits with him in person and over the phone will be greatly missed. I remember the very first time I met him when my father took me to visit him when he lived in Miami. I was only about 9 years old. My uncle had tropical fruit trees planted all over his property, and he really enjoyed seeing all of us taste the fruit and see the fruits that we had never seen before, since we lived in areas that was not as tropical as where he lived. And then the next time I got to see him, I was probably about 13, and he was traveling for work. We went to visit him at a hotel, and my biggest memory about that day was he had a big bag of chocolates, and he shared chocolates with all of us. And then I remember after that, each time I'd visit him, he always shared chocolates with me and everyone else who was there. And once I was an adult, I always made an attempt to visit him each time I passed his home in Florida. He always enjoyed me coming by, made me and my family welcome. He always delighted to show me around his orchard, and he always enjoyed his home and his 15 acres that he lived on. Also, in his spare time, he enjoyed going to church, which allowed him to visit his friends on Sunday, and also allowed him to make new friends, and his church was a very important part of his life. He always encouraged me to attend church, and I'll always remember one of my fondest memories is when him and my aunt took me camping in North Georgia mountains. This camping trip had the three of us traveling in a little small Ford Courier pickup truck, and the plan was for me to sleep outside on a picnic table, but each night we stopped to camp, it would actually rain, and I'd have to sleep in the cab of the pickup truck. And I was a pretty large kid by then, and I barely fit in the cab of the truck, but I didn't mind at all. I'd ball up in the cab of that truck and sleep because I was thrilled to death to be there on the camping trip with him and my aunt. And that was, like I said, me and him still talked about that trip today, even though I'm 50-something years old. My uncle lived a very full and happy life. He will be missed by all of us. I will especially miss calling him and talking to him on Sundays and catching up what he'd done in the past week and talking to him about the past. Also, we'll miss hearing him say that every day on this side of the grass is a great day. He may be gone now, but he will never be forgotten. I hope all of you have some fond memories of him just like I do.